Alright, so our chicken is done. We like to use the vacuum pack, the food savers. I like to write the day we processed and the day we packed, and then I just divide it up into whatever I think we'll use for that meal. Okay? Hey friends, family, and homesteaders. I hope this finds everyone doing okay today. I'm Nikki with Ruby Homestead. Welcome back. If this is your first time tuning in, welcome. If you have not been following along with our Cornish cross series, I have our results. Okay, so I've been promising a financial end of the Cornish cross, of what it takes to actually raise them. Okay. Now this is including buying them, this is including their feed and their bedding. Alright, now we ended up with, we had bought 25 chicks, they sent 26, okay. We lost, I think, 2. And then we sold 3, and there's still 7 up top that we have not done. Okay, so we processed a total of 14 the other day. From that 14, we got a total of 64 pounds of meat from 14 birds, okay? Now, the average processed weight was about 4.5 pounds, okay, per bird. Now, I kind of factored it in as we just had the 25, and we kept them all, didn't lose any, didn't sell any, none of that, okay? So, the ones that we did not process, I just used them at about 4.5 pounds, which is an average. Alright, so for the 14 that we did process, there's 64 pounds of meat. Alright, now, had we done the other 7 added to that 64 pounds, we would have had about 95.5 pounds. Had we done them with the 3 that we sold, we would have 109 pounds. And I just left it at that because that's the 25. And then 1 loss. And then the 1 we didn't technically order. Our feed bill. Okay, now we feed a 20%, it's the Do More brand at Tractor Supply. We feed 20%, and it took us 8 bags. Okay, now we're in North Carolina, and I'm sure the price fluctuates from place to place. But our price for feed, okay, including tax, was $18.50. Okay, we had 8 bags, so that gave us a total of $148 for feed. All right. Now shavings, we used 3 bags of shavings. 1 of fine shavings, which is that really super fine shaving, and then 2 of the flake, which are just bigger flakes. Each of those were $6.41. That's including tax a piece, and we had 3 of them. So we spent about $19.23 on the shavings. Now, we ordered our chicks from the hatchery, from Meyer Hatchery. We ordered 25 chicks, and the total for those was $62.50. So now, I've also figured this breakdown up in 2 different ways. Okay, I added the food total, the shavings, and the cost of the chicks together to get $229.73. Okay, so that is the full price of raising all the chicks that we got in that batch. I divided that by 25 chicks. Okay, so that's about, it took us about $9.19 to raise them up to the process date, the date that we processed. Alright, I did this the other way, as in per pound. That would be $229.73 divided by 109 pounds, which would be the total poundage if we had done them all. Okay, it came out to $2.11 per pound. Okay, that's not bad. It's really not a bad price. Sure, you can get a little bit cheaper in the store, but that's like commercially grown. That's not running around out in the yard being a chicken. One thing I should mention, if you have not been following, we feed our Cornish cross a little bit different, okay? So we actually processed at about 12 weeks. Most people will process at 8 weeks. Now they can do this and get the same size bird, possibly a little better, because they will feed about 12 hours on, 12 hours off. So they'll put feed like however much they want to eat out at 8 o'clock in the morning and take it away at 8 o'clock at night, after that first week or so. We don't do this. We feed them just like our regular chickens. We might just give them a couple scoops. Every week I'll give them just a hair more, but not much. This way they are not just laying around. I'm not on a strict time frame as to when you can process them, because obviously we don't get around to processing at 8 weeks. For one, to us they're not big enough because of the way that we feed, and for two, they're a lot healthier if you don't just feed them, because they will eat whatever you put in there, I promise. That's not good for them. They'll just lay there. They won't hardly get up. This way, they will get up, run around. You've seen them in our videos. If not, check in the videos. Also, I highly doubt that you're losing any money by feeding them longer than to feed them a whole bunch in a shorter span of time. Like I said, if you have not checked out the series, go ahead and do that now. I'll leave a link again up and above, and probably towards the end as well. Also, coming up, I will be showing a video on entertaining your chickens with a head of cabbage. We did a little experiment on that, and I'll probably have that up probably next. I do have another bee video I gotta put up. I'm a little behind on my video editing here, but and then we also have to give you a garden tour. It's been a little bit since we've took the camera out into the garden, and there is stuff growing. We're constantly putting more stuff in there. I think I counted this morning, and we've got about 11 more rows that we got to put in. Probably about 5 or 6 of that will be corn. But so we've got a little bit more to do, and then by then everything will be coming into bloom, I'm sure. We'll have bunches and bunches and bunches of produce. As always, with bunches and bunches of produce comes bunches and bunches of canning and freezing and all the things. Okay, but we're looking forward to it. Stick around. Continue to watch, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks. Bye, y'all.